Hello and welcome. I'm Louis Brantmeyer. I help heart-centered coaches scale to six figures with fun and flow, and I'm super excited to deliver this quick presentation and distinction of the Coaching Business Mastery Code. These are the 5 pillars you need to be successful and sustainable long-term in cash flow, in revenue, in fulfillment, and in ease, grace, and fun around your business. So we start here with money magic alignment. And what is magic money alignment or money magic alignment? Either way, it's the same thing. It is this idea that abundance is always available, the capacity to manifest large quantities of income and create serendipitous synchronicities where things show up for you easily, effortlessly, magnetically, magically, is merely a matter of stepping as if under a shower that's already flowing. Wealth is your birthright, abundance and prosperity is your birthright, but you must align with it. You must allow it to come through. You must open your heart to receive it. And because of the programming of preachers, teachers, family, friends, media, and government, because of trauma going all the way back to when we were young children, we are often in scarcity and fear, in lack mindset, and our nervous system holds that trauma and prevents us from receiving and aligning with that vibration, with that energy, with that frequency. So once we can remove the resistance and release the traumas and blocks, things that we want us and show up with grace, ease, and speed. Some great examples of this in the Money Magic Alignment container for our course, 8 weeks that we just completed as a beta test course. We had people doing simple visualization and written down exercises, changing their focus that enabled them to suddenly have a $4,000 coaching client show up. Now, of course, those people already had a clear offer, had decent marketing, had decent sales processes, which we'll talk about in the rest of the 5 dimensions here. But what's great about it is the will of heaven is behind you if your money magic alignment is hooked up. The world is like, the universe is like the wind at your back, blowing your sails in the direction you want to go into. Now, the challenge with this, and even doing things like producing a 30 grand month in coaching sales, which another one of our clients did in the Money Magic Alignment course, the challenge is you'll get dollops of abundance, but unless you build a channel, unless you build a storm drain to capture and flow that abundance to you and through you to your purpose easily, effortlessly, and consistently, then you're potentially going to lean back. And I did this a lot when I early on as a coach received massive abundance. You're going to lean back and you're going to run out of cash flow. You're going to treat manifestation as if it is your channel for consistent cash flow. It's not. Once you build a channel, you can manifest through that channel. And of course, source and you know, God is the source of your abundance. People are just channels. Love doesn't flow from people, it flows through people when you're tuned to it. Just like abundance, just like your experience of your own power. So it all starts with you and within you, which is what we do in that course, in that framework. So, you know, God ain't your bitch. So you can't necessarily on command in the way that's expected in a reliable, structurally intentional way, manifest or create all of what you want. You can manifest or create amazing things. And it's great to have that skill. So if you have money magic alignment, but you don't have these other dimensions, you don't have a business, you have a manifestation practice and a lot of hope. So what I've seen for my clients is they create $9,000 day, $15,000 week, $20,000 in 2 week sale, 2 weeks of sales or cash collected. But what's missing is they lean back too much or they don't have a structure built and they run out of cash flow later on. So what you need is wealth dynamics. Wealth dynamics is the map and the compass for building the structure based on your flow, telling you where to go inside of your path of least resistance based on your unique genius. not another cookie cutter system built by another coach who has their own unique recipe. It is a process for distinguishing where you're at in the maturation of your business. There are various levels, and the maturation of your skill at creating cash flow, your energy and identity's alignment with receiving and maintaining that cash flow. And then it tells you what the next step is based on you and based on where you're at. So in one sense, everything here is contained within that understanding and that ultimate strategic alignment. Success is structural, and flow comes before focus. Excuse me, flow comes before resources. The ultimate formula for success is flow changes your focus. Focus determines what structure you're in. Structure leads to behavior. Behavior is the highest form of communication. So in order to teach and train your subconscious that it's okay for you to have what you want, and that in order to structure the outside world so that you're consistently receiving what you want, what you desire, you need to configure your identity and behave in the right ways, do the right things long enough consistently. And behavior will eventually become your identity. So flow leads to focus, focus leads to structure, structure leads to behavior, behavior leads to identity. And once you've shifted your identity, it's easy to consistently generate high ticket clients and income and fulfillment and flow in your life, because it's who you am, it's who you are. It is a natural expression of you being in the world, much as speaking English is for me, because it's a behavior that I adopted and then mastered, and then now live from and have expressing through me consistently. So that's the ultimate goal of these 5 dimensions, is that you take them on and embody them fully as a capacity, as a version of you that maybe didn't exist before, but now is you. We don't leave the womb with the self-image of a millionaire, but it can be built over time or bred through training and practice, or both, right? So let's say you have wealth dynamics, you know where to go externally and structurally, you have your money magic alignment. So if you're not marketing, selling, or executing on strategies consistently in alignment with your genius, then you're all dressed up with no place to go. So let's go to marketing and messaging mastery. What that is the capacity to speak into the marketplace in such a way that they hear you, your message, your unique value, they light up about what's possible in engaging with that value inside of a sophisticated messaging ecosystem with a well-built value ladder where they can meet you and receive your magic and your value at a level that is comfortable and easeful for them and aligned with what they most need, not necessarily your high ticket or your core offer. It could be an initial or an intro offer or a free offer where they get excited to be like, oh man, yeah, I started to chew on and I digested the stuff that this guy gave me, and it was really nourishing to me. I want more of what this person has to offer. Now, if you've got that dialed in, and what does it look like for you to have each of these dialed in? Magic money alignment, you're receiving consistently with ease. People, circumstances, events, and opportunities are just showing up. High ticket opportunities. People are coming through your network, through referrals, through whatever, and you're receiving. Marketing and messaging mastery looks like you put out a post where you articulate your unique messaging ecosystem. And this is all part of mine, by the way. This is the core of mine. You share, so marketing makes, the best marketing, makes sales easier or unnecessary. So if you aren't building a sophisticated messaging ecosystem with a struggling avatar, future-paced hero, a unique mechanism, a series of posts and processes that are tested and proven to generate leads raising their hand and getting excited to receive uniquely what you have to offer, speaking directly into their world. Because marketing is also entering the conversation that's taking place in the minds and hearts of your ideal clients. Who are the ideal clients? People who can pay you, who need what you have, and who you love to work with at a high ticket level. So if you aren't speaking in such a way that people are both resonating with you and direct messaging you, without you even having to make a direct offer or ask or call to action, other than say, hey, direct message me if you're looking for help with this, then something's missing, something's off. And there are 70,000 coaches, trainers, healers, teachers, light workers on the planet. Plus, adding day by day, the self-education industry, as Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins have noted very powerfully, is growing and is projected to grow by billions of dollars. So how do you not get lost in the noise of the marketplace, like an orange cat in a sea of orange cats, where you get to become a purple bulldog? And that comes through mastering your craft, that comes through listening in the silence to receive what uniquely is meant to flow through you and no one else, asking the question, who am I that no one else can be? And this is part of what I teach, is how to master those aspects of your being and then the aspects of your messaging that express and embody those truths, those uniquenesses. Now, let's say you've got your money magic alignment, you got your wealth dynamics, you got your marketing and messaging mastery. Great. If you're shit at sales, you're literally still all dressed up with no place to go. And maybe with a beautiful following, and lots of people are like, oh, pick me, I'd love to be a part of your courses. Sales is the skill and capacity of inspiring someone with a possibility and challenging, provoking, inviting them to make a clear, decisive choice, all in fuck yes or all out fuck no, about receiving your value inside of a paid professional container. I like to tell my friends, you can go on receiving free value from me and listen to what I have to say and enjoy it, and it can go in one ear and out another. Or you can step over the line and invest in yourself and me to create a paid professional container where life-altering results are available and happen regularly and consistently. So selling from the heart is the fourth dimension of being a successful coach, of the Coaching Business Mastery Code. And if you don't have a solid high ticket, a reliable, demonstrated, proven process for selling high ticket clients that's worked for more people than you, and a way of dancing and managing objections, and you're able to lean in on the masculine side and push when needed and apply pressure in order to provoke the highest choice of the person in front of you, lovingly and with consent, but also knowing when to lean back into the feminine and give people time to think about it. So, for example, that could be a standard objection that people's ego use to just run the fuck away. I need time to think about this. And then they never answer your call again. They never get back to you. Like, okay, well, you need to know how to handle that. Schedule a follow-up call. Provide them with whatever information they need. And feel into, is this an ego objection? Like they're just scared and they need support from you to heal, to pave the path so that their decision, their heart's highest choice can sit well with them. Or do you need to heavy-handedly sort of punch at that objection and say, no, you actually, is there anything specific that you actually need to have answered from me right now? And they say no. Well, it's like, okay, well, you don't actually need time. You have all the information. What's in the way? And you get curious, right? So this is just an example of what it looks like to sell from the heart. It's both the nurse, the leaned back feminine side, and the surgeon. Like, let's get the shit out of there. I've literally had someone come to me, this is August 2020, and they needed that what was required to get them settled into a spot inside their psyche, their energy field, where they can make a clean, clear decision with no resistance or fear, was for me to lead them through a release resistance process. So sometimes selling from the heart is coaching. It is healing work in order to get your client or potential client to the place where they can make a clean, clear, powerful decision, empowered at their highest valence, not their lowest. Not you catering to and kowtowing and pussyfooting around while their ego dominates them, takes them out of the conversation for something that they already see value in and which they need in order to get where they want to go. And of course, the ideal in coaching is to provide recipes and strategies, tools and techniques alongside with holding space for their greatness and their highest expression to show up, bloom, blossom, and flower and fruit. As we have here in Costa Rica, we have this whole village and beautiful flowers and fruits that we are nurturing. I myself water the papaya. So like for me, coaching and consulting are on a spectrum, and to be the most effective in having a coaching business, you find your spot, you claim your spot, you plant your flag, you build a reputation and an infrastructure in your messaging, in your marketing, and in your business development channels, so that people can know who you are, who you serve, and how you serve. Again, going back to marketing and messaging mastery. And what I've discovered is, again, the best marketing makes sales easier unnecessary. People come to know, like, trust, love, and get excited about your programs before and without you having to engage in a heady sales process. Finally, let's say you have all of these, right? But you don't have a clear, decisive, structured strategy based on your genius for weekly, monthly, 30-day, 90-day, year-long targets, like the professionals do in companies and corporations. And let's say you don't have a way of capturing or structuring your commitment to growing your business in those ways. Well, you'll make some sales and you'll have some consistency of cash flow, but what you won't have is an increasing amount of leverage enabling you to back off from being in the business and work on the business instead, and have more freedom of time, more freedom of travel, more freedom financially, more independence financially. So lenses are the solution. Lenses turn your vision into reality. It's like project managing your wealth and abundance professionally and easily and in alignment, because most people are in a problem orientation. What is a problem orientation? Well, they are seeking for what's wrong. They're looking to put out fires in their business. They're just over broke, running out of money, and seeking to barely get by and survive. This is most businesses. Did you know that most businesses fail 80% in the first 2 to 5 years? And why is that? Well, because they don't have the first 4 pillars for sure, but the 5th pillar especially. They aren't strategically planning. They aren't in a what we call a creative focus. So you can be in one of 2 orientations. Problem orientation, there's something wrong here, there's something wrong with me that I need to correct and fix. So they're resisting what they don't want and getting more of it. Or you can be in a creative orientation. What do I want to create because I love it and for no other reason than that? Lenses are a telescopic, as in structured, sort of segmented way of looking at what you want to create, bringing your focus of attention back, no matter what reactions happen in your ego or what situations show up in the external world. So all 5 of these together make you a successful coach and business owner, and eventually, potentially, investor, to where you can get out of the business game and do it only just because you love it, not because it's a needed or necessary pathway to getting out of the hustle and grind or bringing in cash flow anymore. It's just something, well, it's a expression of your soul's purpose on the planet, to be sure, but it's taken care of. It's handled. Because for most coaches, what I find is they're struggling with the business side. No one's taught them that. They're really skilled at the recipes that they have, or the tools, or the training that they have to help people. But what they don't have is a map and a compass. So this is a map and a compass that includes another map and a compass. It's cute, it's fun, because Wealth Dynamics is the map and the compass. But beyond Wealth Dynamics, these other pieces are required to be successful as a business owner, especially as a conscious business owner, because you're coming from your heart. And so what I see here at the end is your soul flowering into the world and shining its light like a lighthouse. So if you want help with this, comment below or direct message me, because we're on this. We just finished the 8-week Money Magic Alignment course, and now we're leading the 9-week Wealth Dynamics Accelerator. And these 2, when their powers combine, it's a holistic system, and the system that's been waiting years to download through me. So anyway, mad love. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Be well.